I've been married for a month and my husband is having an affair with my sister. I mean, there's all colors of mad, but like this is a good one. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl G and we are back with another video. We do these types of videos, so if you like it, subscribe. It's a great way to unwind.
Nice.
I've been in shock since I found out. We have been married for a month. He's been having the affair with my sister since before we got engaged back in December. My sister is 8 months pregnant. Her husband, oh, she has a husband too.
Come on, man.
So it's like 2 marriages wrecked. What was she looking for? What else was she looking for? Her husband was the one who discovered the affair. So sister was still clueless and he is divorcing her. He had to get a test done on the advice of his aunt, who is a solicitor, to make sure that 1.5-year-old son was his child. But my sister doesn't yet know if her husband or my husband, the sentences you never knew you're going to read until you get to read it.
Absolutely.
My sister doesn't yet know if her husband or my husband is the father of her baby. Like, she's like, she has a husband, yeah, done that. She needs her sister's husband to like feel satisfied in her own life. That's like disgusting. I'll be seeking a divorce even though my husband wants us to go to counseling and stay married. Now, what I always say when people literally say these words is, how about she goes and cheats? Like, I'm talking about OP. How about she goes and cheats, comes back, and he is cheated? I mean, it evens it out. So she needs to cheat at least twice for it to be like the plane that he's expecting it to be, and then they can go for counseling. Like, that would make sense. So he's like, how about they go for counseling now that he's done cheating, not with a random person, but her sister. I'm an advocate, which is a barrister, so I won't have any trouble finding a solicitor at least. I don't know, what's the difference? An advocate and a solicitor. What's the difference? I don't know, let me know in the comments. The law only takes adultery into consideration as to why the marriage broke down and not for how the assets are divided or settled. So I feel bad even for her sister's husband, who has also been cheated on. I hope he doesn't have to pay her anything, because the marriage is not going to say, oh, you're the cheater, you should pay everything. Like, if the guy makes more money, I think that's what this sentence is trying to say. If the guy makes more money, he would still have to pay alimony or something.
Understandable.
However, at least I will not have to pay him support since we were only married for a month. If she's thinking about paying him support, means that she might have been married to a broker's dude. Like, she probably made more money than him. Before I moved out of our flat, I will never speak to my sister again, no matter how much she begs me to forgive her. And I am not staying married to my husband, no matter how much he begs me to stay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nah, it's a conscious decision that they made after like thinking about it as adults with all of their brains fully developed, and they were like, you know what? Let's cheat away. I don't believe either of them when they say they are sorry. Not one bit. What's the color of the sorry that they're sorry? Like, I literally do not think that they are. And low-key, I'm like, these two people could actually get back together after their divorces. Like, they could actually, if it's like, the love was so good that they literally needed to betrayal, they could actually want to get together after they have divorced their respective partners. And obviously, I feel like when something is not going better, they are 1 month into it. Why in the hell would he engage, propose to her, and no, this is just diabolical. Because make it make sense. It does, like, I don't see why they had, well, he and his affair partner had fallen in love. They had started cheating before they got engaged. Why did he not let this woman go like, oh, I'm sorry, I really feel like I love someone else. Don't even tell her it's her sister. Like, I love someone else. We cannot do this thing. He's just in it, and it's like, you know what? Maybe marrying you brings me in close proximity with your sister, or gives us an excuse to always be together. I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Make it make sense.
Okay.
It was an easy fix. He should never have proposed to her before they got engaged. He should never have proposed to her. It's just like the relationship went bad. Then he'll do a public engagement Everyone knows. Yeah, but he should still never have married her. Go and sign papers when he knows fully well that he's cheating. And the devil she has as a sister knows that. Like, how do you watch your family, your blood, your sister walk into such a terrible marriage? I mean, you're already a terrible person, but like, make it make sense. I don't get it. Like, I do not understand. Someone asked that, I'm so sorry for their betrayal. I would never speak to her ever again. Now, another person says, the amount of posts about siblings cheating on their siblings' partner is truly baffling. Where I'm from, these cases are extremely rare.
Absolutely.
Maybe they are hidden well, I don't know. We look at our siblings' partner as our own siblings or family, which is literally it. Your sister's husband becomes your brother. Your brother's wife becomes your sister.
Nice.
The thought of looking at my sister's partner as an affair partner is puke-inducing, and I would kill for my sister. That's what I was saying. Like, the man is like a stranger. Yeah, they just met and whatever. But this is a person you were babies together. You've grown. You've always wanted to protect that person. You always wanted to take care of them. It's natural instinct for a family dynamics. That's what makes sense. So to see that your sister is about to get into a marriage, an engagement, a marriage, like, be a devil and just be like, you know what, this guy's bad news. Oh, I heard he was cheating or something like that. And even if she was protecting herself, which is horrible, try to save her sister from this embarrassment. Because in her lifetime, she'll be like, oh, divorced. To what? Like, to who? To what?
I don't know. I just got here.
And it was just like a 1 month thing. Absolute waste of time. Now, to even think to put her through something so traumatic is beyond comprehension to me. I don't understand. Do people not love their siblings? My sister is like my child. I know I shouldn't judge, but like, what the F? Please judge, because it doesn't make sense.
What the hell?
What is this upbringing? Why is it so common? Which is true. Like, siblings are moving mad on this internet, especially on Reddit. She comes with an update and it's 10 months later. Last June, I, 37 female, found out my husband, 39 male, was having an affair with my sister, 27 female, like her baby sister. Come on.
Come on now, dog.
I had been married for a month. The affair began before I was engaged. My sister's husband was the one who found out. When it was discovered, my sister was about 8 months pregnant with a baby girl, and it turned out my ex-husband is the father. Oh.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Yeah. I mean, she didn't know if it was her husband or her sister's husband, so... Apparently, he was furious when he found out because he didn't want any children. My ex-husband and I met in an online dating group for people who don't want children or to date people who have children from former relationships. Okay. I rest my case, and this is where the therapist has nothing to say. Like, how does it make you feel? How, like, I'm going mad and I'm supposed to be the calm, chill therapist. Like, first off, do this like, hey, I don't want children. I don't want kids ever. I don't even want people who have kids, because like, I cannot deal with all of that BS.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And then he goes on to say, hey, actually, you have a 1 year, 1.5 year old kid. You're married. How more complicated can it get? Wait, I know. You're my fiance's sister, or you're my girlfriend's sister at the time. Let's actually get into a relationship. So they get into that affair. And he's doing whatever he's doing with her. Fingers crossed she's not going to get pregnant. Or if she gets pregnant, she's just going to put it on her husband. And he remains child-free. Like, I still don't get this guy. He's very confused. And so he's now upset that he's about to be a daddy. My ex-husband and my sister both begged me to forgive them. My sister said she can't help it that she fell in love with him, and my ex-husband said he couldn't be blamed for what happened. Responsibility much? The fact that he took responsibility of, oh, I'm probably saying things like, how does he stand to start begging like, hey, could you please forgive me, without taking responsibility for his action? Like, actually, let's blame your sister. Like, why is she cute? Why did she fall in love with me? He's like, it's not his fault. Like, make it make sense. Now, I couldn't believe they thought that what they did could be forgiven and forgotten. My ex-husband didn't want a divorce, and neither did my sister from my former brother-in-law. Now, I'm divorced now. OP is divorced now. I am an advocate known as a barrister in the rest of the UK, so I was fortunate to already know the best solicitors who could represent me in my divorce. I feel like she should have given some of like the really strict, I don't know, the solicitors go after your soul. She should have recommended one to the brother-in-law, because they should probably be in an AA group together to go through this trauma, because only the brother-in-law to an extent can understand what she's feeling, but only another person whose sister has betrayed them in such a way can understand what she's feeling.
Absolutely.
Because her case was 2 relationships that had to end forever. 2 important relationships at least, because her sister was very important in her life. Well, before she cheated on her with her husband. Well, before she slept with her husband. Since I was only married for a month before I sought a divorce and moved out of our flat, I did not have to pay my husband maintenance, and the divorce did not take long. It is a different story for my sister and my former brother-in-law. They were married for longer, they own property, and they have a son together. He was 17 months old when the affair was discovered. My sister how was the affair discovered? Were they caught? I would have liked to know that detail. My sister may end up having to pay spousal and child maintenance since she earns more, as she should. And the judge should not go easy on her.
Exactly.
They're divorced. The judge should just think of she broke a family, she broke the relationship with her sister, and she broke another family. Go really hard on her. And I don't know. She said she didn't have to pay her husband, but why? Okay, it's fair. He didn't have to pay her because they'd only been married for a month. So he didn't have to pay her too. The divorce is ongoing. I haven't spoken with my former brother-in-law since I first left my ex-husband, but I feel badly for him. He was devastated when he found out about the affair and the baby not being his child. He didn't deserve any of that. People who say you should just get over it when someone cheats on you have no idea. I have never felt pain like this before. It wasn't even just emotional, it was physical as well. I'm still heartbroken over this almost a year later, and it absolutely makes sense, and there's going to be a lot of grieving because she's literally grieving 2 dead relationships.
Absolutely.
I had no idea anything could hurt so much. I'm going to start seeing a counselor, but it doesn't feel like enough. I haven't seen or spoken to my ex-husband since I moved out of our flat. The only contact during the divorce was through a solicitor. He's dead to me, and so is my sister. I haven't seen or spoken to my sister since shortly after I left my ex-husband, and I never want to see her again. She's dead to me. I don't think I'll ever heal from this. I'm fortunate my parents, my other sister, and most of my family support me and have disowned my traitor sister and no longer have contact with her. I think she deserves all of the isolation she's getting. So she high-key deserves it. Anyone who tells me I should forgive her or chooses her over me gets removed from my life with no second chance. I don't ever want to hear anything about either of them again. From what my ex-husband's solicitor said during my divorce, my sister and ex-husband, what did I say? This is why I'm the counselor. My sister and ex-husband plan to marry after she is granted a divorce.
Come on, man.
So the guy is going to say, oh my gosh, I fell in love with her and I broke all my rules. Yeah, make it make sense. So he was sorry. He wanted them to stay together. She was sorry. She wanted to be forgiven. But then they are thinking of getting married after that. Good riddance. And the best part is, karma is always going to get them at some point. I haven't heard anything about either one of them since then. I tried to not even think about either of them. There were 2 of the people I loved most in the world, and they did something that I'll never heal from. They are selfish and they destroyed me. No, don't let them. Don't give them that power. They try to destroy you, but time and you'll be so fine. And karma is going to handle them. Anyone who says I should get over this or forgive and forget has no idea what it's like. I think that OP has every right to just cut that part of her life. Maybe with time she'd find a way to forgive, but forgetting, it's not, I don't think that's going to be possible. But what would you do if your sibling did that? And I feel bad for the sister, because like, this is your forever person that that's a bond that's supposed to last forever through different husbands.
What?
Through different men, because you guys were there from like childhood together. So she has lost, I don't know, probably one of the most important relationships in her life, her sister. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.